Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. My name is Draygone the Willem Fuzzbottom Jr. and these are some of my patrons. Snow Kieran, Hideru, and a special thanks to my special sponsor, Lit Dragon. When we last left off, I had some technical issues that caused me to have to refight the first battle of Chapter 5. Not really sure what caused those issues. At the very least though, after that fiasco, I decided that before I start recording this episode, I should probably make sure that this recording would actually work, and it's a good thing I checked because it was not going to work. So what I did was I rolled back to a previous version of XSplit, a version that I know worked, and it seems to be working better. Not perfectly, but it's watchable. And by that I mean there might be a little bit of stuttering here and there, but the screen won't be locking up like it did in my previous attempt at the previous whatever. Point is, this episode should be looking good. So let's go ahead and get started. Where am I? I'm at the inn. Why am I at the inn? I didn't save at the inn. Well, this makes me wonder, where's my boat? Okay, the boat's reset. That's good, because it would have sucked had this boat, which I rowed to the save point down here, was still at the save point down here. And I'd have no way of actually exploring the half of this town that requires the boat. So, okay. Actually, that was probably done on purpose, having me load inside the inn. Maybe because when you save the game and quit, it does not save the location of the boat, and so it put you at the inn so that you were not stuck at the save point, because the boat would be back away from the save point. You get what I mean. And if you don't get what I mean, you still get what I mean. Anyway, so yeah, first episode of Chapter 5 was a battle. And now we're exploring town because our boat kind of needs repaired after that battle. Not that it's really our boat, we kind of stole it from some guy who we tried sparing, but then the main villain killed him instead. But anyway, let's find out what the status of our boat is. It'll take some time to repair the ship. Try to rest and relax. Okie dokie. Welcome to Rawr. Thanks. I want to visit Ring Reef. Thought that for a moment that was saying King Reef, but no. I want to visit Ring Reef. Would you go with me? Okay. Great, but we can't go there right now. Too dangerous. Maybe later. Why is it dangerous? Rawr is a great place, but nothing ever happens here. Stop wishing for things to happen. You always regret it. No law that says the king can't own a shop. I already met you at the end of the last episode, so you are not a surprise. What do you sell? You sell healing items. Nah. Nothing of interest. So you own both sides of this shop, huh? Interesting. So do you have weapons here of interest? Steel sword, power spear, steel lance. That's new. Battle axe, that might be new. Elven arrow. Okay, this is a part where I kind of check my equipment. I think we actually have an elven arrow already, but I'm gonna check. And in fact, we do have an elven arrow, but I'm pretty sure we don't have a steel lance. Are we finally getting ready to buy new equipment? I feel like I worded that wrong. I'm gonna say it again just in case. Are we finally being given a reason to spend money on equipment? That would be really cool. Now, who's on my team? Pell's on my team. The question is this lance able to hit enemies short range? Arthur. Gonna tell you something about the initial failed recording of the previous episode. I said before that I had a little bit more trouble the first time I fought that battle, and part of the trouble came with Arthur, who pretty much went down just about immediately. You know, given all the hype that is surrounding Arthur, he is not fulfilling that hype so far. He is taking his sweet time becoming that big, important character that I needed on my team. Feel like next chance I get, I'm just going to kick him off my team. Alright. Well, at the very least, I'll buy it for the characters who can equip it. Now let's see here. Attack would go from 26 to 29. That's only 3 points, but 3 points could make the difference. Not really sure if that can attack short range though. The Power Spear can attack short range and long range. At the very least, I might do the whole swapping thing where if we do go short range, we'll equip the we'll equip the Power Spear. So I'll keep both weapons in the meantime. Now the next question is, what about the Battle Axe? I think we already have one of those. I'm glad we're able to check who can equip these things without actually having to spend the money on it. Props to you, game. Alright, nobody can equip the Battle Axe. I think I already had a Battle Axe. Where is Mr. You? No, you have a Flame Axe. Well, the Flame Axe, to my understanding, are Gort and Luke weapons. When they get promoted, at least. So I'm going to assume that the Battle Axe is the same situation. Lastly, there is the Steel Sword. I've got the Steel Sword. I got to wear it when I got promoted. But what about my other characters? The tricky thing is that many of our characters have yet to get promoted, and some of this equipment might suddenly be equipable once they get promoted. So, well, given that this game has done a pretty poor job of providing new equipment as we went along, I think it's a safe assumption that if I don't buy this stuff now, I'll have the opportunity to buy them again in the next town. Just to make sure nobody else can equip this, right? I mean, besides Hans, but Hans is not on my team. Nope, that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and kind of move on. By the way, we got mermaids, in case you didn't notice. I really hope we get a mermaid on my team. I know that for the most part our battles take place on land, but we already have a jellyfish on my team, so a mermaid would not be too far-fetched. Okay, what is this place that I loaded the game into? Welcome to Island Hotel! No, money is not necessary. Please make yourself at home. Will do. What's the sign say? Rawr room. And tropical room. This must be the suite. Did you come here to see the famous Ring Reef by any chance? No. Off the southern part of the island is Ring Reef. It's shaped like a ring. Now there's a hole in it and water's pouring in and the current is very strong. It's too dangerous to get close and we don't know what to do about the hole. It sounds like a real world hole that exists. Water flows into it and they have no idea where it leads. I don't know what the hole is called. It's not terribly important. Just do a search on amazing holes in the world or something like that. Island Hotel, now open. Out of curiosity, what happens if we say yes to this guy? I imagine that that hole that this guy speaks of is our next destination. I thought so, but you can't go there right now. It's too dangerous to even get close. But we'll do it anyway. I will say, as I'm watching my screen capture, it is a little jittery, but I'm hoping that it's not going to be any big stalls. Welcome to Rawr Castle. The king is in. Cool. I feel like I should be talking to him. so I'm going to not. Instead, kind of going to go ahead and explore some more. There's lots to see here. Take the guest boat if you get tired of walking. And nothing is unusual about this well. This is unusual. Hello, Draygone. Remember me, Boken? The water is great, as long as you don't get eaten. Do you know there's an enormous building under this island? It's amazing! I kind of remember you, maybe. So, stepping on the fish attracts Mr. Man here. Do you like fish? Yes, goes great with mac and cheese. You'll like it here, then. That's all we eat. I don't like fish that much. One of our island's friars is missing. We can't find him anywhere. Is there more than one? Because I found the one. I feel like Boken's gonna be... No, never mind. He doesn't have a character portrait. So I'm not sure what this guy's deal is. I was about to say he might be a playable character, but without a character portrait, he has no importance. Let's talk to you in a moment. First, let's go ahead and save the fact that we bought new equipment. Alright, and figured as long as I was taking the time to save, I would check that recording and start a new one. So this is a new recording, and the first recording so far appears like it worked properly. So I think it's safe to continue this episode. So let's continue this episode! So down that way, I assume, where that mermaid is blocking passage? That's probably where we're supposed to be going. So we can land anywhere. That's good to know. Plenty of mermaids. Let's talk to you from within the boat. I feel like I'm in heaven. This is surely a paradise. You ever get hurricanes? Have you ever heard a prompt? Yes. I bet it's just an old legend. It doesn't really exist. What if I say no? It's said that descendants of the ancients live there. I think we're actually trying to go there. Hey, can we land on this? Okay, that is kind of funny. This is an elevation higher, but we're still able to step on it. They say the whole sea is pouring into Ring Reef. What will become of us? So what? We're gonna lose the entire ocean to a hole? That's probably not a good thing. Okay, this platform we can't actually land on. Ooh, what's in here? Nothing. What about this? Nothing. Some stranger left for Ring Reef by ship. I hope nothing happened to him. Is it a good guy or a bad guy? Ah, can't go through there. Alright, next talk to mermaids. I'm Shimmel, Shell's aunt. I've seen strange lights at Ring Reef lately. Spooky. It sounds spooky. Oh, we haven't talked to this guy yet. Well, a guest! Would you like to hear a secret? Okay, sure. I think our missing friar is in Ring Reef. Call it a hunch. Don't tell anyone. No. No curiosity, I guess. Though I'm very curious. Oh, wrong boat. I hear there's a land called Draygonia far to the east. Sacred dragons live there. That is probably where Blue lives. Alright, time for more mermaids. Start with you. I'm Sheila, Shell's sister. Don't go beyond those buoys, the currents are dangerous. Okay, we'll be going there. Alright, decided that if we're going to be going into another battle soon without getting a new teammate, should probably go ahead and get that thing for Arthur. Also bought a few antidotes because, as I discovered in the previous episode, we got enemies that can poison now. Alright, can I go through you right now, or do I have to talk to the king? Hi, I'm Sheldra. Shell's mom. Are you planning to go past the buoys? Yup. The current could dash your boat against the rocks. Do you still want to go? Yeah. Okay, but be careful. Well, in that case, let's talk to the king first. I figure we would have to talk to the king to progress the quest, but no. The king is just some random dude who owns a shop. Greetings! We will gladly repair your ship if you tell others of our lovely island. Hey, no problem. I'm recording this. A word of warning. Don't go past the buoys in the water. Danger lurks out there. Some days I just have trouble reading. Don't care. Hopefully this stuff isn't stuff I've already bought. A mobility ring. Okay, cool. What is a mobility ring? Probably a ring that has some sort of special mobility to it. Oh! That's actually a really good thing to have. Look at that. Move goes up by 2 points. I wonder if it has a spell charge against it, or in it. I'm pretty sure we actually do have something somewhere in our inventory that has spells attached to it. However, as I learned in the previous battle, this is not one of those games where an item that has a spell attached to it can be infinitely used. Rather, it would break after so many uses, so I'm never actually going to use it as a spell item. It's just a piece of equipment. That would definitely go for this thing. Move of 8. Heck yeah, I'm giving it to me. I mean, I want to be able to get out of a bad situation if I have to. Now that said, if I'm going to be grabbing new items, I should probably want to give some of this stuff to other characters so I have room in my inventory. Because for whatever reason, I cannot grab treasure if my inventory is full. Doesn't matter if everybody else has room in their inventory. It's solely about my inventory. We'll just give it to Arthur. What we got in here? A shower of cure. Okay. What is a shower of cure? Is it another piece of equipment? No. Alright, this looks like a job for Google. Okay. Apparently, Shower of Cure is an amazing item. It is basically a mega elixir. It heals your entire team. I'm afraid to have that on hand. Don't use it. We're trying to give it to somebody. Because I don't want to hold on to that. But who would I give it to? Well, probably my primary healer. But his inventory is full. So, oh, and our other healer has a full inventory. Who seems to get frequent turns? Or who's least likely to die? I don't know. This is kind of a situation. We'll give it to Domingo. Don't know if that's the best choice, but that's the choice that I'm making. Bread of Life, that's permanent HP up. Gonna use that right now. On me because it's important. It's too bad it only increases by 1 point. It's like a shoddy level up. A defense potion. Also a permanent heal, a permanent stat boosting item. And of course, it's most important for me. And lastly, Got a medical herb. Woo. Alright, saved all that. Now we are ready to move on. Are you planning to go past the buoys? No. That's just as well. Are you planning to go past the buoys? Are you sure? No. Just as well. Okay. Oh, automatically moving. And I'm in bed now. With an empty treasure chest. That's disappointing. Where am I? I'm somewhere else. A Life in the Light, Secrets of the Rawr region, and many more books. I was totally expecting to get into a battle the moment I went into that whole area. There was another place though. As soon as I stepped out there towards the hole, I was automatically going towards it. But there was another place that I could have moved to if I could have moved to it. There was a mermaid somewhere. Well, I'm glad to see you're up. You were thrown from your ship. I rescued you. Strange doings. The water and ring reef vanished and a strange creature appeared. It might have something to do with the legend of a shining path that leads to Matafa. The legend says Matafa is a land of the ancients. Can you save? A shining path that leads to Matafa. Sounds important. Where am I? Also, found the missing guy. Huh. Okay, we're actually right nearby where we were. Well, there's a place right up here where there was another mermaid standing inside a building, and it's like, I wanted to go in there. I guess I can't. Okay, so for some reason, after crashing that little boat, the waterfall decided to just stop draining the ocean. Hooray? Oh, it looks like it's still kind of pouring in here, though. So what is that place? Is that the hole? Why is it suddenly sealed up? Huh. Well, we're not in battle yet. Mysterious. Oh, there's more holes. Man, if this was a regular RPG, I would have totally be in a dungeon now with random encounters to deal with. Where am I going? What are you doing here? I must inform the master. This is interesting. We're getting some lag. Let me start a fresh recording and make sure that things weren't going wrong just then. I'm like super paranoid about whether this episode is going to work properly or not. If it doesn't work, I'm not really sure what to do. I mean, I'm on an older version of XSplit, and it's a version that I used for a while before that last update, and it wasn't until that update that I had problems. But if it's not the update that caused problems, what is? Alright, well, guess we're going this way. And here's the battle. I invoke a path before me. What? Shining Force! I was so close! So close! I shall destroy you all! Alright, well, after all that exploration, it seems we're getting into a battle. More bats and other things. What is this? Okay. Intrigue. That's what we shall say. So this leads to some place where the ancients might be? Huh. Got new monsters. Well, I ain't got no time to be doing this battle right now, so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and end this episode. And in fact, we'll be ending it right here at the start of the battle. And next time, we're gonna go through this battle and kind of find out what is going on. I'll see you then.